All right, strap in, everyone, because today we are going deep on a motivational speech that's going to light a fire under you. We're going to dissect this thing and figure out how its ideas apply to your life.
It's really cool how this speech takes these complex ideas and makes them, like, instantly relatable.
It's not just about getting the ideas, it's about, like, feeling them deep down and letting them drive you. Like
Yeah.
the speaker is saying, hey, your life's a canvas and you get to choose the colors.
You get to create a masterpiece. And the best part is we all have this untapped potential just sitting there inside of us. It's not about pretending everything is perfect. It's about realizing you have the power to choose how you see things.
How you react, how you shape your reality.
Exactly.
Which brings us to perspective.
Ooh, yes.
This speech has this awesome analogy about a rough diamond. You might just see a rock, but a jeweler sees the brilliance just waiting to be revealed.
We miss so much potential in ourselves and the stuff we deal with every day because we only see the surface.
But if you shift your perspective...
Everything can change.
So how can we start to see things differently? The speech tells the story about a farmer. He goes through drought, and he has times of plentiful rain. But instead of calling them good or bad, he just accepts them as what is.
He's not letting the situation, good or bad, control how he feels.
He's just grounded and present.
Ready to adapt, yeah.
That makes a ton of sense, but how does that play out in our lives?
Think about how you react to stuff that happens every day. Do you call stuff good luck or bad luck? That bad experience? Maybe it's really an opportunity hiding there. Maybe that good fortune is a chance for you to step up and do something really great.
Whoa, this is already mind-blowing. So we can actually change how we experience the ups and downs just by changing how we see them.
You got it. And that's where mindset comes in. Think of it like the lens you see the world through.
So it's like the foundation of our perspective.
Bingo. And this speech is all about a growth mindset. This means you see challenges as chances to learn and grow, setbacks as stepping stones. You see effort as how you become a master. Imagine if you believed you could achieve anything.
That's powerful stuff. But how do we build a growth mindset?
Start by paying attention to how you talk to yourself. Are you always putting yourself down or focusing on what you can't do? Or are you encouraging yourself, celebrating even the small wins, and believing in yourself?
It's like we have this conversation going on in our heads all the time.
Right.
And we got to make sure it's building us up and not tearing us down.
And the more you practice that, the more natural it gets. You'll start to see those challenges in a whole new light. Setbacks won't stop you, and you'll be more likely to keep going when things get tough.
I'm seeing how all this ties together. Your perspective shapes your mindset, and your mindset shapes how you experience the world.
It's all connected.
It's like a chain reaction.
And guess what? You get to control it. You choose the lens.
I love that. We actually have more control than we think.
Way more. And that leads us to another big point the speech makes about how challenges help us grow. We all face them, but it's how we approach them that makes all the difference.
This is where things get really interesting. This speech says challenges are like crucibles.
Yeah.
These intense experiences that actually shape who we are.
Like a blacksmith hammering metal and turning it into something beautiful and strong.
So instead of being afraid of challenges, we should embrace them.
As opportunities to grow, absolutely. The speech talks about this young athlete. She had setback after setback on her way to becoming an Olympic champion. Every obstacle, injury, disappointment, it just made her even more determined. She became stronger physically and mentally.
That's so inspiring. It's like she used those challenges as fuel to reach her goal.
Exactly. And the lesson for all of us is that we can do the same thing. We can't avoid challenges, but how we react to them is what makes us who we are.
Okay, so say you are facing a tough challenge right now. How do you turn it into an opportunity to grow?
Okay, first, admit it's hard. Don't pretend it's not. But then ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I use this to become stronger, wiser, more resilient? And remember, you've gotten through tough stuff before. You have the strength inside you to do it again.
We just got to tap into it.
Yeah. You know, it's amazing how the speech connects challenges with self-discovery. Like, those tough times are actually giving you clues.
Oh, I like that. So we're not just supposed to get through them, but use them to learn about ourselves.
You got it. Each challenge shows you how resilient you are, how creative you can be, how good you are at solving problems. It's like you're testing yourself, seeing what you're really made of.
That takes away the fear and turns those challenges into something exciting. But self-discovery can be overwhelming, Like, where do you even start?
The speech says to start with introspection. Take a look inside and try to understand what you value, what you're passionate about, your strengths, and even your fears. It's like a journey to figure out who you really are.
Introspection. That makes me think about journaling or meditating. Maybe just going out into nature and being quiet for a bit.
Those are great ways to connect with yourself. When you quiet your mind, you start to hear that inner voice. You'll see patterns in how you think and act, and that's where you get real insights.
So it's not just thinking about yourself, it's about how you think and react to the world around you.
Exactly. The speech also talks about trying new things. Meet new people, get different perspectives. It helps you discover hidden talents and things you're passionate about that you didn't even know were there.
It's like you got to shake things up a little, step outside your comfort zone and see what really lights you up.
You're expanding your horizons and understanding yourself better in the process. You might find out you love something you never thought you would, or that you have this talent you never knew about. It's about being open to all the possibilities inside you.
I'm feeling more adventurous already. But let's be real. Self-discovery can be tough sometimes. What happens when you discover things you don't like about yourself? Or you realize you've been on the wrong path?
Those are rough moments, for sure. But the speech says to embrace those challenges as part of the journey. Remember, it's not about being perfect. It's about becoming a more authentic you.
So don't judge yourself for choices you made or feel stuck in who you are right now.
No way. It's about using what you learn to make better choices moving forward. Take charge of your life and say, this is me and this is who I want to be.
That's so empowering.
Yeah.
Self-discovery isn't a one-time thing. It's always happening.
Exactly. And the speech has this great story about a businessman who, he had it all. The big house, the nice car, the important job, but he was miserable.
He had everything people tell you to go for, but he was still missing something.
He was. He finally realized all that success didn't make him happy. It was only when he reconnected with his passion for protecting the environment that he found real happiness. His work didn't match his values, so he made a big change.
It's a powerful example of how figuring yourself out can totally change your life.
Yeah.
It wasn't just about changing jobs. It was about matching what he did with what he cared about.
You got it. It's about living a life that's true to who you are and doing work that means something to you.
This has given me so much to think about. Okay, so we've covered perspective, mindset, challenges, and self-discovery. What's next?
Well, the speech makes a big deal about embracing change and taking action, like it's saying, you've done the work on the inside, now it's time to show it on the outside.
Let's talk action. So many people get stuck thinking and planning, but never actually do anything.
You know, right? The speech compares life to a river that's always flowing. You can fight against the current or let it carry you to new and exciting places.
It's a good reminder that change is going to happen no matter what. Fighting it just makes things harder.
Exactly. The speech says change isn't something to be afraid of. It's a chance to grow and become something new.
It's like saying, bring it on, universe. Challenges, opportunities, the unexpected. I'm ready for all of it.
That's the attitude. And the speech says we choose how we react to change. We can let it overwhelm us or use it to grow as a person.
All right, we're back. Let's wrap up this amazing deep dive. We've talked about so much: perspective, mindset, challenges, self-discovery, embracing change.
Yeah, we covered a lot.
Now, how do we actually put all these ideas into practice in our lives?
The speech says that transformation isn't just an idea, it's a choice we make. It's like deciding to live a whole new way.
It's saying, I'm done with the old story, I'm writing a new chapter.
Yes. And the speech says to start by setting intentions. What do you want to do? Who do you want to be? What kind of mark do you want to leave on the world?
I love that. Getting really clear on your vision so you can actually take steps towards it. But taking action can be scary. Where do you even start?
Well, the speech says that action doesn't have to be huge. It's about starting small.
Okay.
Taking little steps consistently. And pretty soon those steps build up to something really amazing.
Like little seeds that grow into big, strong trees.
Exactly.
Each little step, each good choice, each time you go outside your comfort zone, it all adds up.
And don't forget about consistency. Even tiny actions, if you do them every day, they can get you big results. The speech talks about discipline and not giving up, especially when it gets tough.
I think that's where a lot of people have trouble. Life throws you curveballs. It's easy to just quit.
That's why you need to have people around you who support you, people who believe in you, encourage you, and push you to be better.
Like having cheerleaders and mentors all in one.
Right. They help you stay motivated, focused, keep you on track when you feel like giving up.
And remember, you're not alone. There are so many resources out there, books, podcasts, workshops. Find what works for you and use it to help you on your journey.
There's help everywhere.
This has been such an amazing deep dive. I'm so pumped to put all of this into action.
Me too.
As we finish up, I want to highlight something important the speech says, that transformation is a journey.
Mm-hmm.
There's no finish line. It's about always learning, growing, becoming better.
It's like we're all a work in progress.
Always becoming more and more who we're supposed to be.
And loving it.
So embrace the journey. Be proud of how far you've come, and never stop believing in yourself.
Well said.
Remember, every day is a chance to create the life you want. So take control, embrace the challenges, and don't ever stop chasing your dreams.
This is just the start of something